look what you've done for me. Your blood has set me free. Jesus, my Lord, look what you've done for me. I haven't been the same ever since that day I called your name. Yahweh, Yahweh, look what you've done for me. What can I do for you, my Lord? I want you to know my heart is yours. It's not a question of what you can do for me, but what can I do for you, my Lord?
2 years ago, my daughter Kate and I came to the Philippines following God's call to bring His kingdom here. We came to the poorest of the poor here on the island of Luzon, the same island as Manila. We are living in the poorest province, in the poorest community here in the Philippines. We believe that God has called us for such a time as this. We believe that God is building His mission like Jesus built His disciples, calling the least of these, the tax collectors, the sinners, the uneducated, the everyday man and woman to come and follow Him. And so here in Zeteo, we are trying to seek as God seeks, to see as God sees, and bring His kingdom here through our projects of working together in partnership with individuals, communities, local churches and organizations to build up the people, not through programs, but through partnership, not through charity, but through opportunities to build the kingdom of God here in Pangasinan, Philippines. Our first project that you're going to see is probably the easiest one for people to understand. We're building a children's home for orphaned and abandoned children. Poverty creates situations where families cannot care for their children. And so through Zeteo Mission, we're trying to answer that call by providing healthy, safe, loving environment for children to grow up understanding who they are and their value and worth for the kingdom and for the world.
I have been unbroken. I have been unmended. I have been uneasy. And I've been unapproachable. I've been unemotional. I've been unexceptional. I've been undecided. And I have been unqualified. Unaware. I have been unfair. I've been unfit for blessings from above. But even I can see the sacrifice you made for me to show that I have never been unloved.
The next project you're going to see is our International Mission Center for the welcoming and hosting of short-term groups and missions and individuals, as well as long-term missionaries and people who are interested in being trained in submerging in another culture, not bringing our culture, but rather setting aside our own cultures to see the culture of the kingdom and to see what God will do as we submit ourselves to another culture.
whatever you say, whatever you want, I live for you. Wherever I run to you. Wherever you lead, I'm going to. Wherever I go, wherever you are, I live for you. And I give myself away every single day, over and over again. You're the only thing that's true, and I give myself to you, over and over again. There are so many ways to say the one thing I feel today. All I want is all you want. I live for you, and I give myself away every single day, over and over again. You're the only thing that's true, and I give myself to you, over and over again.
So at this point, my whole life has changed. It is because of that teaching of the Zeteo Mission. Actually, it's totally opened my eyes, my mind, my heart to accept what God is want me to do things. And it says in Jeremiah 29:11 that God has a plan for me, and that plan is not to harm me but to prosper me, prospering not only physically, not only financially, but to prosper me in a good heart and do good things to my neighborhood.
And it's hurting me. It doesn't have to be this way.
Still is my favorite song because when I am not Christian, when I'm not a Christian, I am a fighting man. I'm a fighting man. I want to every time I want to fight. I want to
Fight.
yeah, I want to fight every time. Also, when I'm a high school student, I am the I don't know how to describe, but now I am so happy because now I know that we have a God. We have a God to always here to guide me, to protect me, and always lead me every time the journey of my life.
Inside me till you're stronger again. Well, I hate seeing you so far away when not a word can say.
The next project is our disaster relief project. In a land where typhoon, earthquakes, and flooding are regular annual occurrences, families are in need of disaster relief. And here we can bring opportunities and hope in the midst of desperation and disaster.
He said, don't look away. Don't turn your face. Don't look away. Don't look away. I'm not closing my eyes. Don't look away. See, I've been wounded look away. Don't turn your face. Don't look away. Put your arms around me. Don't look away. See, I've been wounded. Don't turn your face. My face is your own. Don't look away. Let tenderness enfold you.
Our next project is our medical assistance project. Too many families cannot afford simple medications, let alone a crisis that brings about a hospital stay for a family member. And so our project is about coming alongside in partnership with families so that through volunteerism they can repay an otherwise unrepayable debt. And their families are not destroyed by a simple $100 bill. In this part of the world where families are living in poverty, where diarrhea can be fatal, a ride to the hospital or a simple antibiotic or treatment that costs so little in our eyes can be the difference between life and death for many families here in the Philippines.
These men have gathered together to provide volunteer credits or volunteer hours to help repay an opportunity that was given to one of these men. You see, a few weeks ago there was a baby very, very sick in one of the local barangays. That baby was the daughter of one of these three men behind me. What they lacked was an opportunity to get their daughter medical treatment. And so Zeteo was able to come along in partnership and provide that opportunity.
Pajak Nathan,
I am here.
singaran ko Renato de Guzman.
My name is Renato de Guzman.
Mulai anak ko,
I have a daughter.
yan ang sakit.
She was so sick.
Inya kami abularyo,
But it is because of the tradition we went to a faith healer to find an answer and to find a way to heal my baby. And we are doing anything to heal my baby.
pinilo kami larat,
But the faith healer said that put some oil to her whole body and it will be healed.
palaluan.
But it is not healed and it will be get worse and worse and worse.
Santag,
What I know is
ang patay la.
after that happened, when we put the oil, my daughter will be going to death because it's a lot of wounds that she has in whole body.
And since that time, the baby has made a full recovery. And now these men are joining together in sacrifice and doing what they could not do if the solution were about money. They had nothing in their pockets to give to the cause, but instead they have skills, and they have given up their time and their energy, and they're coming each day and volunteering to make sure that opportunity is present for the next family who's in need. You see, all these men together, and everyone who ever volunteers for Zeteo, is part of saving that life.
What can I ever give back to you? I always will remember your great kindness.
Kanya natin.
That's why I'm here.
Ya,
I'm here to
Zeteo Mission talabay kuya. Makatulong ng arong bato.
I'm here to here at Zeteo Mission to spend my days to volunteer, to give my energy, to give my time to help other people as what Zeteo Mission did to my daughter.
So Zeteo Mission is very much about giving those opportunities back, to return what the world has stolen away, and to allow people to feel the God-given dignity and worth that they were created with. So here it is, volunteerism in action at Zeteo Mission.
I have everything, yet nothing, if not for you. How can I repay you? What can I ever give back to you? I always will remember your great kindness.
One of our projects that may seem strange to you is our animal care project. In the first world, we take animal health for granted, and we've forgotten how easily animal diseases can be passed to the human population. And yet here in the Philippines, in the majority world, rabies, brucellosis, bird flu, and many other diseases are readily passed from livestock and pets to the human population. Through simple, affordable vaccinations and education, we can help reduce the number of unnecessary deaths in the human population.
There's a place we can go where pain slowly fades away. There is grace for the soul with a silent prayer and a heart of faith. Let the healing begin. You gotta trust in the power of God when nothing makes sense. Let the
Our next project is a favorite of mine. It's our livelihood projects, where we come alongside a family living below the poverty level and help them through the introduction of livestock, fruit trees, or a trade to help raise their family income above the poverty level. At the same time, while they are raising pigs or chickens, utilizing the many purposes of the coconut tree for its oil, its branches, its leaves, providing brooms and wood for building, they are able to use 1 out of every 10 goods or animals born to them to help bless another member of the community who's new in the project. So in a way, they are paying forward what they have received and not only raising their family above the poverty level, but helping the community by raising other members above the poverty level as well.
More than oxygen, I need your love. More than life-giving food, the hungry dream of. More than an eloquent word, depends on the tongue. More than a passionate song needs to be sung. More than a word could ever say. More than a song could ever convey. I need you more than all of these things. Father, I need you more.
Clean water can be the difference between life and death, especially in the lives of elderly or infants. Every year, infants die from diarrhea from waterborne diseases. Young people suffer from ulcers and stomach issues because of waterborne parasites. And the elderly cannot fight off disease because of waterborne bacteria. Clean water can be the difference between life and death. And so through our Clean Water Project, we're trying to find affordable ways to provide water for communities and individuals, both through purification plants within communities, as well as simple ways to use the sun and heat to purify through clear plastic bottles. Clean water is a life and death issue, and the majority of homes in the Philippines don't even have running water. Here in the tropics, you can grow just about anything. But because of the broken nature of poverty in the lives of the people here in the Philippines, many have given up or don't know how to grow in their own soil. Through our community garden project, we are both providing a garden where people can come and learn and grow food together with us on our property and thereby reap the benefits of the harvest. But they're also providing food for the poor in their own communities through our garden. But then they can take this knowledge and education, as well as seeds and fertilizer, back to their own homes and be reproducing this on their own. So in their own family, they can be raising the fruits and vegetables needed to provide a healthy diet for their families.
Who goes to waste? So nice to eat, so nice to taste.
Our College Scholarship Volunteer Training Project is a way to help individuals in the community who could not otherwise go to college. Those individuals come and volunteer for different projects at our mission site, whether it's building the community garden or other projects taking place. And through those projects, they are earning their tuition for school, books, uniforms, that they would not otherwise be able to get. Unemployment is high here. Most people don't have jobs. And so people don't have a way to earn the money, and most people can't save the money because they're taking it home to buy food for their families. In this project, we provide both a small stipend for volunteerism that can provide the things they need for their high school education, such as paper, books, pencils, pens. Through their volunteerism, the other part of what they earn is put aside in a savings account, so that when they're done through college matching funds, they have the amount needed for tuition, books, and uniforms.
In your kingdom where the least is greatest, the weak are given strength and fools confound the wise, and forever brushes up against a moment's time, leaving impressions and drawing me into what really matters. Pictures on the canvas in my head, and come write your wisdom on my heart. Teach me the power of a moment, the power of a moment, the power of a moment.
Hi, I'm Esther Berg, and this is the Zeteo Mission property, where we hope to be doing all those wonderful projects that you just saw. This is the beginnings of our first dome project. This is the experimental dome with which we'll build all the rest that will house our children's home, our International Mission Center, and our education center, where all the people will come. This is our temporary barracks, which is designed to house all the building materials for our building project as we build the more than 15 domes that will house all of our projects and our workers. Right now, this barracks is housing our building materials as well as us and our staff as we are awaiting the completion of the dome. So this is the kind of structure that's made of what is called sawali. It's a bamboo mat, and this is the kind of structure that most Filipinos live in. It is our hope that instead of something like this, which we have more than experienced, the mold, the rain, the fear in storms that the roof will come down on us, but this is how people live, and we want to bring them a new alternative, which you see right here beside me, the foundation that is laid for our dome. And this dome will sustain typhoons, winds, a tree falling on it, earthquakes, and flooding. It will not be destroyed. We hope that you can join with us in partnership in Zeteo Mission.
And when you touch my life, I've been born again. I am born again. And when you touch my life, I am born touch my life, I am torn again. I am